Hey guys, thank you for all the views that I got from my previous video. So now I think I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour of my altar, my magic-y setup stuff, okay? So here we have like the main altar area, you know. You have a pair of scissors, you know, in case you need to cut something, and of course you have the wand, you know. I actually made this wand my own self. Basically just by getting like 3 rose stems, laying them soaked together, then braiding them and then binding them together with a white ribbon, you know. Then I have this little stick here. I use it to carve into my candles. For some reason I just do. It's easier for me that way. And then of course I have this lovely, lovely, lovely feather, peacock feather quill. Yeah. You also have some of my crystals. You have my beautiful pendulums. Yeah. This one is rose quartz. I love rose quartz. Moonstone. This one has a little pentagram on it. Yeah, see? It looks cute. Some rough tiger's eye. And then in this pouch here I have an amethyst and a carnelian. I carry them on me, you know. And then we have like my little water bowl. It's a little star-shaped water bowl. Got that as a wedding, you know. When you're at a Mexican wedding, everything, all the centerpieces are up for grabs. So of course I have to take that, you know. Then you have my little salt dish filled with sea salt, you know. Then you have this candle here. This candle right here is for one of my goddesses, Hera, you know. And then this one, since I haven't gotten a candle for each of them, this one stands for Aphrodite, Athena, and Hestia, you know. And then we have a vanilla scented candle and a wine scented candle, you know. It's a great way for college students who don't have that much money to buy these offerings to just buy the candles and light them every time. It's not that great, but it does it. And you have the lighter. Oh, we need your lighter. And I don't know why this is here, but it's a Mockingjay pin. If any of you watch the Hunger Games, then you know what this is for. Then we have my athame. You know, it's not really an athame. I don't really use it, but yeah, I mainly use my wand more than I do my athame. But if I do need to use like an athame or a ritual knife of some sort, I'll use this, my little dragon axe. You know, since I do a lot of dragon magic. You know, and then we have here the oil incense burner. It's very pretty. It's very gorgeous, very dragon-like, you know. And then here, underneath the little flap here, we have my little chest. You know, it's mainly right now it should be filled with some crystals. You know, has a bag for crystals, and it has some of my scrying materials in here, and a little bag of gemstones in here. How's all that? You know, as a college student, 2 other college students who are looking to practice in like their home or in their apartment, I recommend that you get a lot of furniture that has a lot of storage, you know, so you can have the altar on top and then all your books and materials and tools on the bottom hidden away, you know. Because see, on this side we have some candles, some more books like the Wicca Bible, the Tarot Bible, you know. I even have one here called Sons of the Goddess, A Guy's Guide to Wicca. And I know I said I'm not Wiccan, but those are my starting books, and I started off as a Wiccan, and then that's pretty much what you have in here. I have some candles in here. So you have candles. I also have this. A rainbow fan. You know, I actually painted this myself. Hold on, let me flip it the other way. There you go. I actually painted this entire thing myself. I loved it. It's filled my energy. I use it sometimes to conjure air energies. So yeah. And then on this side, it's mainly my incenses. Mainly a lot of stick incense, you know. You know, Walmart incense is really good. Even though it's like $1 for like 40 sticks, it's really, really good. Here I have some sea salt, just regular old Morton sea salt. You know, I have all my herbal stuff in here. I may not have a big herbal collection, but it's my collection, yeah. You have a little stool here I use as like an extra altar, you know, to like hold incense stuff and whatnot. Then here on this part right here, since it's like part 1 and then all this over here is part 2. You have here is more of my divinatory stuff, you know, my 3 tarot decks, you know, my crystal ball, which is always covered, and then my set of runes. You know, I'm considering getting a new set because this set is from a friend, and let's just say that friend is, yeah, the energies on these need to be cleansed again. Let's just say that. On this side, we have yet another tarot deck, and then my dragon bracelet. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It came from Wins Leather on Etsy. If you want to give them a shout out or check them out, you can. They sell a lot of pagan-y goodness stuff there. Then we have this. If you may notice, it's a blank tarot deck. You know, I'm coloring it in little by little. So yeah. And then you have like my 3 books. You know, this one right here, the first one, it's just a journal. You know, I use it just as a journal to write down my daily thoughts. And then this one, this beautiful one right here. You know, I first bought it as a grimoire. You know, for these 2 books, I first bought them as to be my grimoire. You know, because I'm one of those that would rather have a actual book rather than a binder. Because to me, having a binder as your grimoire, just it loses magic, in my opinion. You know, just my opinion. I know some of y'all like y'all's binders, but I don't prefer it. You know. And then, lastly, not least, we have my main book of shadows. You know, this one right here, the one in the middle, the pretty one, it's become more of a dream journal when I remember to write them down. It's there. And then up here, you know, we have my mortar and pestle. You know, then we have my fire candle and my air candle, and then some dragons and an owl. You know, what I noticed though was when I was moving around all my altar stuff was that anywhere there was like an altar candle or an elemental candle, one of my dragons or dragon figurines had to be around it. It didn't feel right until my dragons were around it. And it's just like, it feels as if the dragons that I have are protecting the elements, you know, or standing for the elements. Since I do practice a lot of dragon magic, it makes sense. And a lot of my stuff is dragon related. Like, see, we have this dragon stick incense burner here, you know, and of course the dragon one down there, and then we have the little copper dragon right here. It's really pretty. That's covering and protecting my earth and water candles. You know, we have this big old dragon that when you light it, 1 second, I'll light it for you right now. It's a blue and like a greenish color. And then we have some pictures of my family, and then like this main candle. It's kind of burned down by now, but it's still there. It's been there for me for a while. And then we have this little heart. It says magic happens. I remember I found this at, funny enough, actually like a Catholic store. Oh. I found it at this little thrift store that the church around my house, it owns it, you know, because the owners of the house donated it to the church, and then the church turned it into this little thrift store to raise money for the church, you know, just for, like, I guess maintenance and whatnot. So that's that. That's this little part right here, and that's pretty much that's my little altar setup, you know. And the reason why it's all here is because I moved my TV over there. It used to be all like right here on this windowsill, but living where I live in Lubbock, Texas, it's very, 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 very dusty. And the dust kept on getting in and kept getting in and kept getting everything dusty. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get all this stuff away from the dust because it doesn't feel good for when I use them for rituals. And as I said before, like if you're a college student, get stuff that you can double up, you know, that you can use both as the altar and for storage, because that will be your godsend, because you won't have a room dedicated to just witchy things, you know. like much like TipToeChick has, and Pyperh or Pyperh H. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I'm sorry. I do apologize. Like they have their dedicated witchy rooms. I wish I could, but you see all this right here, all that is my witchy room. So I'm gonna let you go with that, and I thank you guys for watching me yet again. You know, thank you for looking, and thank you for viewing, and if you could subscribe please, that would really help out. So thank you guys. Bye.